Hi, we back, and we just saw Deadpool and Wolverine. Thoughts?
Okay, Wolverine is recovering from his injuries. When he crosses paths with the loudmouth Deadpool, they team up to defeat a common enemy. This is the third Deadpool film. I enjoyed the first two. I think I mostly really liked this one. Started off really strong, quippy, a lot of meta jokes. The first action scene was incredible. I think it slowed down a little bit towards the middle.
I was okay with that, though. It needed to slow down. It was doing a lot.
Kind of ending. There was a lot of unnecessary things that happened, but I think it ultimately landed strong.
It landed strong for me, so yeah.
Yeah, although it was a little bit hammy, the ending, they both survive and they had this tribute, which is weird.
I didn't mind the tribute because I feel like that was remember Marvel guys, remember all the beautiful things that we brought to you.
Right. I mean, we're spoilers now, but yeah, it didn't, they both survive at the end, and it's R.I.P. Hugh Jackman or whatever. They're showing all this old X-Men stuff, and it doesn't hit. It didn't hit for me.
Well, yeah, I agree, because he could have just been dead. But, the two of them survived together. It made sense.
All right, what'd you think?
I thought it was good. I thought it was violent. I was looking forward to that, and they delivered. I feel like the battles and stuff were really on point. Yeah, it was a little bit corny at times. I feel like there was some black people disrespected in the film. Sorry, I just got to say that. But there were some that were celebrated, and we got to see a comeback of some fun Marvel characters. A little bit of Elektra.
Gambit, that's not
new Gambit.
That was weird.
Yeah, that was kind of bothered me, for being honest. That was taking me out of the experience.
Yeah, why didn't they get their original?
Yeah, or just not Channing Tatum.
But it was funny. I mean,
it was funny.
Yeah. If you like the previous Deadpool movies, you're gonna love this, because just the
Same
fourth wall break.
Yeah, too much of that.
I mean, just kind of pushing the envelope, and people are gonna love it.
People are gonna love it, because Ryan Reynolds does a good job with the funny movies.
Yeah.
Especially the Marvel ones.
A lot of shout-outs.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of questioning what the common public was questioning about Marvel, acknowledging they're overdoing it and all that.
The multiverse stuff, yeah.
Yeah. And, it was at the same time, but they were still doing
it,
stuff.
So. Everything they called out, they were literally doing. Yeah. But it was okay. I like, the callback to the Logan movie. I like how they started it off, and it wasn't the, him digging up the grave and everything, and it turned out to be...
that was fucking sick. Him using Logan's skeleton
to fight the guys off.
Skeleton, that was pretty cool.
To the Backstreet Boy, or that was the NSYNC, excuse me.
Yeah. I'm good at twist.
They did a whole he did a killing musical number.
Yeah, there were a couple of those, mic drops, or what do you call it, needle drops.
Yeah, no, it was good. In a weird way, as much as I did like the film, it was pretty straightforward, though. There wasn't anything special or magical about it. It was almost
all the
what
Deadpool
I expected.
People,
exactly.
As I was saying, a lot of this shit was actually unnecessary.
Yeah.
And what I didn't like in particular was, what's her name? Xavier's sister, Charles Xavier's sister.
The villain.
I don't know. It was obviously she's super overpowered, and then she didn't kill them, and was weird.
It wasn't a fun fight against her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Didn't she was the worst.
I understand how
part.
They were almost trying to set it up for that final scene. But I would have preferred almost a battle scene.
She wasn't a great villain.
Yeah. And she was someone I never even really heard of, so I didn't care necessarily about her. But I feel Deadpool always has a bunch of characters I never really cared about.
Charles Xavier, except
a woman.
Salty.
Yeah, and his sister, who is she? Who is she?
No one's ever...
Yeah, they tried to bring in an X-Men villain, you know what I mean? I guess it was technically an X-Men movie if I think hard about Deadpool and the Wolverine. But...
Yeah.
There's a lot of shout-outs,
X-Men characters.
There was some good cameos. Actually, I think the cameos were on point.
What's his name? Reed Richards, Chris. What's his name as Reed Richards?
Chris Evans.
OG.
Not Reed Richards. He's Johnny Storm.
My bad. Johnny Storm.
And then Sabretooth was back. We had, the Blade and the X-23, all of them. That was pretty much it. Who else made a cameo? That's it. Ryan Reynolds is Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, that.
What other cameos? There's a bunch of.
It wasn't really though. I feel like if I'm thinking about the other movies, they did a better job of that than this movie did. With the cameos.
I mean, they brought back, what's her name, X-23 from Logan. I was expecting her to do more.
Toad was there.
Yeah.
I was expecting her to be more of a central character on some like passing the lineage on or something type thing, but.
Wait, who's the one is that Beast? Is he in there?
No, you're talking about the blue or the Red Devil guy who you're thinking about.
What's his name?
Nightcrawler, but that wasn't Nightcrawler. That was like the other Nightcrawler guy who does the disappearing thing. I can't think of his name.
Yeah. Yeah, in that fight there were a bunch of people that showed up. That fight in the void. At
the Ant-Man?
Yeah. The Ant-Man lair.
Yeah, the big Loki references. They really leaned into that.
Yeah. Definitely,
and
that's definitely
the Mad Max of it all.
Definitely something that you should be familiar with if you're gonna watch this movie. Because I mean, it kind of is. I mean, similar too. Because Loki escaped with the Doctor Strange's shit too, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't remember. Yes, he did. Yep. When they were like showing how he got away with the Tesseract.
Yeah, similar thing. So like, I don't know. It wasn't super inventive to me.
It wasn't. It was just a good, fun ride of violence and jokes.
Yeah,
that's all it was.
A lot of crowd pleasing.
Yep.
Just.
You said it. The fourth wall breaks were just a big piece of the movie. Almost. That was like 25% of the overall film was just breaking that fourth wall and all the Marvel references, all the actor references, like all of the stuff.
Yeah, like I was at the beginning. I was like, "This is amazing. This might be one of the Marvel's back." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
but then as
with the time variance and flashing back and all that, I mean because his timeline was gonna be destroyed if there wasn't that central figure, whatever the fuck it's called. Like you needed that the person there, Wolverine, to make the timeline continue.
Oh yeah, the canon event. That wasn't a canon event. Centrifugal figure.
Is that a thing before?
No, that's from Spider-Man.
No, I mean, like that concept.
That was a concept, no, it wasn't. I mean, it's like a canon event, but a canon character.
Yeah, but had they ever?
No, they've never said that. If there's not a person is missing in that universe, then it can end.
Yeah.
I don't think I heard that one before.
So, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, once that was established, I guess it made sense. Like, he had to bring back Wolverine to get back to his loved ones. And, it's ultimately a story of wanting to matter in the world. I mean, it's not super unique.
It was, and that actually hurt me that was what the story was for both of them, considering they're Deadpool and Wolverine. And I get it, trying to find a human angle, but
meaning.
I would have preferred almost it to be very physical stakes, like you need to stop this because this is going to happen if you don't, and then you got to fight.
And it's why was it that Wolverine? Was it just he needed to find a Wolverine that was
just the one he found? Yeah.
Down on himself or didn't kill him or anything? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I think because he thought that it was the normal one. Or just the first one he got. Because he was kind of just like, yeah, you'll do. And then just carry. And then he threw him in the suit and just carried him.
So it's whoever he could bring back? Like,
who probably just was closest, you know what I mean?
I mean, there was a montage of him finding 17 different Wolverines.
But then he grabbed one that was from the movie. Like, you've seen that scene in the movie. Where he's at the bar and the guy's
I guess.
Nobody wants you here, whatever he said. Like, that's from the actual movie. So he found a movie Wolverine, but he just,
Well, but then who were the other Wolverines? They were
different universes.
They still had fucking powers and shit.
I guess. But there was the one who was the small little one, and it's and it was all the alternates.
Got it.
Yeah.
He managed to find the perfect one at the perfect time.
And it wasn't even a perfect one, but it was close enough. You know what I mean? Because what were the other ones? I don't even remember all. They did that whole montage, and I barely remember any of the other ones.
Yeah.
Oh, one was Henry Cavill.
That's funny.
Yeah. One had the missing hand. You know what I mean? Like, I guess there was a couple of them. That was legit. And that bus scene was amazing.
Huh?
That bus scene, that was amazing.
With the Deadpools?
Like, yeah, when they were fighting through that bus.
Again, like, meaningless.
Meaningless, for sure.
It didn't
but
have
visually,
any
visually stimulating.
Sure.
It was
like
just a
he
cool shot.
used the fucking golden guns once, and
yeah, that was so lame. Also lame.
Yeah. We got a couple Deadpool versus Wolverine fights.
That was great. I'm glad that they let that happen
2.
so many times. Yeah.
Yeah. And I did like the ending when, they had to work together. That kind of hit me. That was kind of,
but expected. You knew that was gonna happen, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was good though. Like, it was what I expected, but it was still good. I would have liked to have been hit with something I wasn't expecting. The music soundtrack was okay. Special effects were on point.
You were expecting all the cameos and.
I was expecting more cameos, but higher paid cameos. You know what I mean? And I was expecting a more unique story. But I guess the second one was a little bit rough.
I wasn't expecting original Elektra and Blade and.
Yeah, for sure. I guess I wasn't expecting that.
He's like, I'm the only one.
Yeah.
They're never gonna be. And he looked at the camera, so I don't know.
There will be another one, I'm sure.
Well, no,
Mahershala Ali is probably gonna be the new Blade.
They said they've been working on it for so long, but it's never. I don't know. Maybe they'll just.
This is kind of a tangent, but then they also had like that Captain America thing, and bro, that did not excite me at all in any way, shape, or form.
I already saw that trailer. It wasn't.
That was not hot. That was not hot. Even like the graphics they were using were not cool to me. Like with the whole like text thing, it's like, I don't know, they're trying to lean too deep into that. Like, tell me, what's the movie with Matt Damon? Born, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't hitting for me. I don't know. That didn't excite me at all.
You didn't like Hulk?
Like a red one. I'm like, okay, cool.
Getting the shield.
That didn't excite me.
Yeah.
John, that was too much of a tangent. I probably would too. But this movie, I don't know, rate it.
Yeah, I will say, it's the best Marvel movie in a while. I will
can
say.
agree with that.
There hasn't
not
been
saying
one
much though.
That has hit since like.
Maybe I like the
Spider-Man.
Guardians 3.
Oh yeah, Guardians. Yeah.
Guardians 3 and the last Spider-Man were the last two decent ones.
But yeah, I mean, Ryan Reynolds is an entertaining character, whether you like him or not.
Lots of gay jokes and stuff, but you get used to it after a while. It just becomes like, okay, it's just that kind of humor.
Yeah. Entertaining. What am I gonna give it? 8.2. 8.5.
I'll beat you there. I'll say it's about an 8.5. It had potential.
Yeah.
It just didn't deliver.
I was really enjoying it. And then, like I said, during the middle, it kind of slowed down.
It could have been 90 minutes.
I didn't expect them to spend the majority of the time in the void.
Yeah, that didn't excite me actually. That was probably only 30 minutes though.
It kind of fell flat.
But it was just like the whole midsection, second act was pretty much the void.
Yeah.
But it was I guess there was a lot of void because I didn't care about the villain lady, so it was just like whatever. And I didn't care about Paradox either. Like I feel like the villains were just trying to be funny.
Paradox was
the guy.
Yeah.
He was not interesting to me. And the girl sticking her.
I think I like him as an actor.
But the girl sticking her fingers in the heads, like that was cool, maybe like once or twice. But then it just kept going and going and going. It was like, I get it. Can't you just read somebody's mind and be done with it?
And at the end, when they're about to arrest Deadpool, and then the Peter guy comes, like, what the fuck?
It didn't make any sense. Yeah, just I don't know. Just comedic.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it kind of. Man, it had a lot of potential.
It did, but some things fell flat. Kind of like with the second one. I feel like this was an improvement from the second one, but it kind of had some of the same pitfalls.
What was the second one with the X-Force?
Yeah, like the kid, and it had like Colossus was in there, and versus Cable. And the little kid with the firepower or something, traveling through time, something.
Yeah, I mean, so you would say it's better than the last one?
Better than the last one, but still had some of the
first
same.
First one was classic.
Well, for sure.
Number
for
one.
sure.
And I don't know. I think it's been such a long time since we've seen a Marvel movie. Maybe you give it points just because there's not that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It just, yeah, it's nice.
But it was funny,
have
like,
some
and it's
fun.
better this way because when you
It's nice to see a superhero movie
oversaturate
again.
the market with these Marvel movies, then it's like, okay, enough. But when it's like once a year, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
I can get into it.
What do we have next? I mean, I guess that the Captain America, and then what else?
I don't know. I know one thing though. You need to smash that subscribe button. You need to torque that like button, and get that AMC stubs.
Long live Dogpool.
Yeah, and we out.